Welcome back to Rants and Review. And if you can see, welcome back to Rants and Review. And if you can see,
beans.
you can see Jensen is still here. I haven't been able to get rid of him. And that means that Frank might likely be dead.
Sorry, Frank. I'm the last of suspects. Just saying.
Alright, so we're here today to talk about the great game Boss Monster. Boss Monster was originally on Kickstarter and came with a expansion called Tools of Hero Kind. On top of that, they just actually finished up a brand new Kickstarter called Level 2, which allows you to have more cards and more monsters and just a lot more cool things you can do with the game. But I really didn't expect them to not succeed on their Kickstarter because they do a really amazing job. So just to jump right into how the game works, in your hand you start with 5 dungeon cards and 2 spell cards. On the beginning of your turn, you have to choose 2 cards to discard. The reason being is that they're giving you more cards than you need, and then you discard down in case you want to keep spells or keep rooms. So I'm just going to say discard this one, and I'm going to discard this one. Right. So you would just put these in respective discard deck piles. That way, players basically, when they shuffle up the deck, they'll go into their piles. Jensen, discard 2 cards.
I'll discard these 2.
Okay. Then on your turn, right before the game even starts, players are allowed to place down 1 room. This is going to allow you to basically get ready for the heroes to come. So there's a build phase, so both me and Jensen will pick a card from our hands. We'll have to put it down. Now keep in mind there are rooms and advanced rooms. You can only place an advanced room on a regular room that already exists. The reason being that you're basically increasing the strength of that room to replace it. And you only have 5 rooms you can build. So I'm going to place down this card here. Place down a room card. So this would go right here in his dungeon, building it outwards. Then build phase is done. No one else is placing more cards down. We can't change the order. We both reveal at the same time. This is designed so that way we don't
Not flip over our cards.
well, we don't basically see each other's cards before the whole thing starts. And as you can see here, we flipped over these 2 cards, and I have a golem factor which says that once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, I get to draw an extra room card. He played down a dark laboratory, which is a trap card that says that when you build this room, draw 2 spell cards, then discard a spell card. This is going to allow him the ability to get more spells in his hand. Spells are very helpful because of the fact that they allow you to either affect the way another person's dungeon works or affect the way the game is just played in general. Now, the new round starts. The basic way it works is you draw a hero for each player in the game. These are in town. We want to kill these heroes. And the way we're going to kill these heroes is drawing them into our dungeon and having enough strength to expel them. So we draw a room card off the deck, and then we pick 1 card to place down, just like we did the last time, and we see how it goes. I'm going to place down this. Okay, we've both placed our cards down. Now it's time to flip them back up. Awesome. So now the way this works is that the heroes line up in front of the dungeon they're going to go into. Now if you see here, he has 4 spellbook tomes and 1 sword. So he's got to be drawing in fighters. The way that's going to work is that he would have only 1 sword versus my 2. So the fighters are going to go into my dungeon because that's what they're going for, that loot. They're going to go through each room at a time, and they're going to take the damage from the room And if they don't take enough damage, as you see, this one here took 8, has 8 life points, and he only took 3. So he makes it through, and then counts as a wound. The next one will go through, and he'll enter that room. But I'm going to play this spell that makes this monster room a +3.
Now, could I put down spell cards?
If you have a spell card that could affect that.
Bam!
So he gave a +3 to make the hero basically hurt me more. So now it has 9. So instead of being that, it's going to go 1, 5 out of its amazingly high.
So it'll knock off your
9 hits. So it still has that 3 health from this one. It'll make it through and be another wound. Let's get discarded. You lose the game if you take 5 wounds. You win the game if you claim 10 souls. The game is pretty straightforward in that way. There's not really a lot of other additional facts to it. Each run is the similar way where you deal with drawing the heroes, building the room to entice the heroes, and then resolving the heroes going through the dungeons.
You have powers.
You do have special powers. Once you have a full room built out, you're able to use your ability once per game. This is going to give you a special ability. But that's pretty much the most of it. It's a really fun game, though.
So my opinion on Boss Monster, I really like that game. It's a lot of fun. It's a video game on a table, and you really can't go wrong with that. I would suggest it in everybody's collection. It's a lot of fun.
It's a pretty fun game. It's a great game to play with friends. It's pretty fast paced. Not a game to play if you have a lot of friends though. So good for like small to slightly larger than small get-togethers. It's a lot of fun though. If you're looking for that again to pick up for like you and a small family or you and a couple friends, like on double date nights, I recommend it. This game definitely belongs in my collection, and hopefully you'll agree and make it part of your collection. Okay. That was our opinions. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and listen to them. And again, as I told you last time, YoBro is out on Kickstarter now. Feel free to back that.
And give us your money.
Give us your money. We like money. But we like, more importantly...
Coors Lights and
pop collars. Pop collars, yeah, definitely that. But the more important thing that we like is actually making sure people have our game out there so they can enjoy it and really, play it. So back YoBro now while you still can. Because if you don't, you are not a bro.
And freeze.